world's nature.
Disclaimer. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. It is not meant to be taken seriously or as a reflection of reality. Please view this video with discretion. The Ouija board and the dangerous ghost. Deep within the lush, emerald embrace of a secluded forest, nestled amidst towering trees and shrouded in an aura of ancient mystique, stood an old, weathered cottage, its weathered timbers whispering tales of a bygone era. Its windows, like vacant eyes, peered out at the world, their gaze lost in a realm of forgotten memories and spectral echoes. Shikha, a young girl with eyes as deep as the forest itself and a spirit as resilient as the ancient oaks that sheltered her, wandered through the woods, her footsteps guided by an unseen force, an irresistible curiosity pulling her towards the enigmatic cottage. As she approached, a sense of foreboding crept up her spine, a chilling whisper that warned her of secrets buried deep within its walls, secrets that yearned to be unearthed. Undeterred by the ominous aura that enveloped the cottage, Shikha pushed open the creaking door, its hinges groaning in protest, and stepped into the dimly lit interior. A wave of musty air washed over her, carrying with it the scent of forgotten times and lingering spirits. Dust particles danced in the faint rays of sunlight that filtered through the grimy windows, casting eerie shadows that played tricks on her eyes. As she ventured deeper into the cottage, her gaze fell upon an object hidden beneath a pile of tattered cloth, an object that sent a shiver down her spine, an old, dusty Ouija board. Its surface was etched with symbols and letters, each one a portal to a realm beyond human comprehension. A strange fascination gripped Shikha, a morbid curiosity that urged her to explore the mysteries hidden within the board. Shikha's father, a kind and gentle man, had passed away a few months prior, leaving a void in her heart that echoed with unanswered questions. She longed to speak to him one last time, to seek solace in his wisdom and find closure in his words. The Ouija board, with its promise of communication with the spirit world, presented itself as an irresistible temptation, a beacon of hope in a sea of grief. That night, as the moon cast its pale glow upon the slumbering world, Shikha summoned her friend Kanishka, a girl with a shared fascination with the paranormal, to join her in an attempt to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. Together, they set up the Ouija board in Shikha's bedroom, their hearts pounding with anticipation and a hint of trepidation. With trembling fingers, they placed their hands on the planchette, a small triangular pointer that would serve as their medium of communication. The air grew thick with anticipation as they asked their first question, their voices barely audible above the silence of the night. At first, nothing happened. The planchette remained motionless, as if the spirit world was indifferent to their pleas. But then, with a sudden jolt, the planchette began to move, tracing letters across the board, spelling out messages from beyond the veil. Shikha's heart leaped with joy as she read the words, her eyes widening in disbelief. The messages were filled with love and reassurance, words that echoed her father's voice, his gentle spirit reaching out to her from the depths of the afterlife. Kanishka watched in awe as the planchette danced across the board, her initial skepticism giving way to a sense of wonder. The messages, though ethereal and cryptic, resonated with a truth that could not be denied. As the night deepened, the messages took a darker turn. The spirit, initially benevolent and loving, grew increasingly agitated, its words laced with anger and resentment. It spoke of betrayal and injustice, of a life cut short and a soul left to wander the astral realms, seeking retribution for the wrongs it had suffered. Shikha and Kanishka exchanged uneasy glances, their initial excitement replaced by a growing sense of dread. The spirit's words were laced with a palpable menace, a threat that sent shivers down their spines. The final message, delivered with a chilling finality, revealed the spirit's true identity, not Shikha's father, but a vengeful ghost, trapped for centuries within the Ouija board, its anger festering like an open wound. It blamed Shikha for awakening it, for unleashing its fury upon the world, and threatened to seek revenge if she did not comply with its demands. Terror gripped Shikha and Kanishka as they realized the danger they had placed themselves in. They tried to escape, but the ghost, its power amplified by their fear, blocked their path. They were trapped, at the mercy of a vengeful spirit that sought to wreak havoc upon the living. Just as all hope seemed lost, a radiant light pierced the darkness of the room, and a beautiful fairy godmother named Pari Maa emerged. Her presence was calming, her aura radiating an otherworldly serenity that dispelled the oppressive atmosphere. Pari Maa, a guardian angel who had watched over Shikha since her father's passing, had sensed the danger her young charge was in. She had been hovering nearby, waiting for the opportune moment to intervene. As the vengeful ghost prepared to unleash its wrath upon Shikha and Kanishka, Pari Maa stepped forward, her voice like a gentle melody that soothed their fear and instilled a sense of hope. She confronted the ghost, her words laced with wisdom and power, reminding it of the laws of the spirit world and the consequences of its actions. The ghost, initially defiant, recoiled under the weight of Pari Maa's authority. It had underestimated her power, her connection to the divine realm. Pari Maa, with a flick of her wrist, summoned a shimmering orb of pure light, its radiance piercing the darkness and banishing the shadows that had consumed the room. The ghost, weakened by the light and the force of Pari Maa's will, let out a piercing shriek as it was forced back into the depths of the Ouija board, its power diminished, its thirst for vengeance quenched. Pari Maa turned to Shikha and Kanishka, her eyes filled with compassion. She gently reminded them of the dangers of interfering with the spirit world, of the delicate balance between the living and the dead. She explained that the Ouija board, though seemingly harmless, was a gateway to realms beyond human understanding, realms that should remain undisturbed. Shikha and Kanishka, deeply moved by Pari Maa's words, expressed their gratitude for her intervention, their fear replaced by a profound respect for the unseen forces that governed the universe. They promised never to tamper with the spirit world again, to respect the boundaries between life and death. Pari Maa, satisfied with their understanding, bestowed upon them a magical amulet, a symbol of her protection and a reminder of the delicate balance between the physical and the spiritual realms. She assured them that she would always be watching over them, a guardian angel guiding them through the challenges of life. As the first rays of dawn pierced the darkness, Pari Maa vanished, leaving behind a lingering sense of serenity. Shikha and Kanishka, their hearts filled with newfound wisdom and gratitude, carefully packed the Ouija board away, vowing to bury it deep within the forest, far from the reach of those who would misuse its power. From that day forward, Shikha carried the memory of her encounter with Pari Maa in her heart, a reminder of the unseen forces that watched over her and the delicate balance between the living and the dead. She learned to respect the boundaries of the spirit world, to find solace in the memories of her father rather than seeking answers through supernatural means. And so, Shikha moved forward with her life, her spirit strengthened by her experiences, her heart forever touched by the grace of a guardian angel named Pari Maa. Thank you to all of you viewers on the World's Nature YouTube channel for watching this story. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the World's Nature channel. Your likes and subscriptions help us to create more great content for you. Take care and goodbye.